Now we're going to do reading of reports. So we're going to read a report, see about making the report private, what that means, view the course list, generate PDF, comment on the report, and archive the report. So let's get started. When we go to our dashboard, the report we were just writing won't be there because it's our reports, we've already read it. But it will be in our courses on the system with reports. Now I can press archive there. Archiving will make sense in another video, but I want to read the report at this point. So I read the report, and I have these adding a comment or archiving it, going back to the dashboard, and the information that I plugged in when I was actually plugging in the various bits of information. So the CPD information doesn't go in here, it goes into my CPD log. But the evaluation numbers, who was the second trainer, that kind of thing. Now, who was the second trainer is relevant to making the report private. So if you want to make the report private, what actually occurs is that the trainer's report will only be able to be seen by qualified trainers and by the person who was actually the second, who would be in this case Jane Cook if she was logged in. It won't be able to be read by someone who is not qualified in your company. Okay? So that's making private or undo make private. The course list at the top here, this is the list that came from the CSV file that we created, and it tells you about people being certificated. You'll notice that in our actual CSV, let me just get it. Okay, in the actual CSV, when we did do certification, for example, it was just a 1 or a 0. And when we come to here, the computer recognizes that and says that this person has been certificated or not. And that's relevant to some other things as well. You notice notes on each individual were taken directly out of the notes for different people. So if I can go down here, Sarah Marks had a huge amount of notes on her. And if when we talk about participants, you can go into the detail button there that takes you straight to the participant section, which is not part of this video. So we'll talk a bit about the participant and the archive of all the participants and searching it, etc. some other time. The last thing on this page is generate PDF. Now that should pop up in a new window, so yes, there we go. So when what this does is this pops up a PDF of your company and exactly where it was, etc., and who has actually completed and certificated on the course. It's firstly in house order, and then it's in order of alphabetical for the people. But to keep the houses together, it looks better in that manner. So just kill that. When we go back to view the course report, we need to talk about commenting on a course. When we want to comment on a course, we add a comment here. So adding in a comment there. Now you're bearing in mind that this can be seen by a few people, all the qualifieds. The person, the course second, could add some comment, and the training officer, etc., or whoever is the supervisor above the person who took the course. I can automatically archive the report by ticking that button, but I'll talk about that in a minute, and I'll just add the comment. Now, when I add the comment, I end up in a situation where down at the bottom here, demo trainer, which is me, has added this particular comment. If I'm to add another comment, it would just come in a thread all the way down, and all these comments would come in a thread in that manner. The archiving of the course. When you look, what I'm going to do now is exactly the same as pressing that button, but if we look back at the actual course list, you have a building number of courses building here, and one way that we can now reduce that is to archive this course. So if I archive this course and press archive, it'll actually do a couple of things. One, it'll tell me the course report ID in case I have a real problem and need to contact admin to find it, but only for this section. But it's not gone from this list, and it's actually in the archive section, which will be in a future video. Thank you very much.